In a quiet village, wrapped in the serene embrace of green hills and rivers, there lived a humble yet revered Buddhist monk named Dharmapala. With eyes that held 1,000 tales and a voice as calm as the morning mist, Dharmapala had dedicated his life to teaching compassion, wisdom, and inner peace. Villagers often sought his guidance, hoping his timeless insight could ease their troubles. One crisp morning, a young man named Ravi approached the temple, his heart burdened and weary. Ravi had long been known in the village as a cheerful, trusting soul, but today, his face wore a mask of pain and disillusionment. He had recently suffered a betrayal that had left him deeply wounded, a wound not visible but keenly felt. Ravi had placed his trust in someone he considered a dear friend, only to find himself deceived by hidden motives and false promises. Now, feeling isolated and heartbroken, Ravi sought solace in Dharmapala's wisdom, hoping the monk could shed light on why he had been so easily misled. Let's continue the journey as Ravi meets with Dharmapala, discovering the wisdom that will transform his life. If you find this story uplifting and insightful, please consider liking and sharing it with others so they too can benefit from these timeless lessons. And remember to subscribe so you won't miss more inspiring stories and teachings. Now let's dive back into the tale. Ravi's encounter with Dharmapala. Seated in the quiet open-air courtyard of the temple, Ravi shared his grief with Dharmapala. His words flowed like a stream, carrying the weight of his sorrow and regret. "Master Dharmapala," he began, voice shaking, "I thought I knew my friend's heart. I believed in his kindness, his loyalty, but I was wrong. He used me, and when I was of no further use to him, he left me with nothing but emptiness. I can't understand why I couldn't see through his lies." Dharmapala listened with compassionate patience, his presence a steady anchor in the storm of Ravi's emotions. When the young man's words faded into silence, the monk finally spoke, his voice gentle but resolute. "My child, do not blame yourself for this pain. Trusting others is not a fault, it is a virtue. The world will always have those who wear friendly masks to hide selfish motives. Learning to recognize true hearts from false ones is a skill that brings wisdom and peace. It requires self-awareness and patience, for only then can we see past appearances and discern a person's true nature." To help Ravi understand his lesson, Dharmapala shared a parable, a story rich in insight about the power of selfless action and the cost of selfishness. "Once upon a time," Dharmapala began, "two travelers journeyed through a dense, misty forest. They walked side by side, each lost in their thoughts, when they encountered an old man sitting beneath a tree, weary and in need of help. The first traveler looked at the man and felt a surge of compassion. Despite the extra effort required, he offered to carry the man's belongings and support him along the path, expecting nothing in return. The second traveler, however, was less inclined to help. He saw the man as a burden, an inconvenience. "Why should I waste my energy on a stranger?" he thought. Driven by his own self-interest, he declined to help and strode on alone, eager to reach his destination without delay. Dharmapala paused, allowing Ravi to absorb the scene in his mind. The parable continued. As night fell, a violent storm swept through the forest. The compassionate traveler and the old man found shelter beneath a rocky ledge. As they rested, the traveler discovered a hidden cave nearby, filled with food and a warm fire left behind by another traveler. The old man, grateful for the help, shared in the bounty, and the two passed the night in warmth and safety. Meanwhile, the selfish traveler, who had chosen to walk alone, was battered by the storm. With no shelter, he was forced to face the elements, wet and shivering in the cold, his loneliness magnified by the darkness. His selfishness had cost him both comfort and companionship, a price he paid dearly that night. The moral of the story hung in the air, as clear and vivid as the images in Ravi's mind. Dharmapala continued, "This story shows us that true character reveals itself in selfless actions, not in appearances or convenient words. Kindness given freely, without expectation, reflects a person's true heart." As the story sank into Ravi's heart, Dharmapala spoke once more, his words filled with wisdom that touched on the nature of people. "Remember, Ravi," he said, "not everyone who appears kind is sincere. Many people can wear masks, using friendly words and gestures to hide selfish intentions. To see their true nature, look beyond their smiles. Observe their actions when they have nothing to gain or when challenges arise. In those moments, genuine people act with consistency, kindness, and integrity, while those who are false reveal their true motives." The monk then described the hallmarks of genuine and fake individuals. Genuine people. They are compassionate, selfless, and empathetic. They extend kindness freely, help others without expecting anything in return, and their loyalty remains steady through both joy and hardship. They are guided by a sense of inner integrity, choosing compassion even when no one is watching. Fake people. They are often motivated by self-interest, though they may conceal it behind friendly words and gestures. They may appear kind when it benefits them, but their behavior often shifts under pressure, revealing an underlying inconsistency and lack of true loyalty. Dharmapala's voice softened. "Pay close attention, my child, to people's actions, not just their words. In times of difficulty, observe whether their kindness remains, for this is the mark of true integrity. Actions speak louder than words, and in the end, they reveal a person's heart." Ravi felt a deep shift within him as he listened. He realized that he had often overlooked small signs in his friend's behavior, dismissing moments of selfishness as unimportant. Eager to believe in the goodness of others, he had ignored clues that might have spared him this pain. Dharmapala's words continued to echo in his heart. Learning to discern true hearts is a journey, not a destination. By observing, reflecting, and nurturing your own integrity, you will naturally learn to recognize those who reflect these same values. Determined to apply these lessons, Ravi began visiting Dharmapala regularly, learning not only to understand others, but also to cultivate self-awareness and compassion within himself. Each visit brought new insights as he practiced meditation and introspection. Dharmapala encouraged him to strengthen his inner intuition, to trust his instincts, and to be cautious, but not closed off to the goodness of others. Over time, Ravi's heart grew stronger and clearer. He became more discerning, watching for consistency in people's actions and seeing through the masks that once fooled him. He learned that while trust is a beautiful thing, it should be given carefully, only to those whose actions align with their words. As Ravi continued his journey, he became a source of quiet strength for others in the village. Friends and neighbors noticed his calm, discerning demeanor and sought his guidance when facing their own struggles with trust. He shared Dharmapala's wisdom, helping others understand the value of self-awareness and the importance of observing people's actions. Under Ravi's influence, the village itself began to shift. Relationships grew stronger, built on mutual trust and sincerity. The community grew closer, united by shared values and a commitment to authentic connection. Those who once suffered from betrayal or disappointment found comfort in Ravi's presence, and his journey became a source of healing for all who came to him. On one of his final visits, Ravi expressed his gratitude to Dharmapala. "Master, you have transformed my life. I can now see beyond appearances and recognize those who are truly genuine. I am deeply grateful for your teachings." Dharmapala placed a gentle hand on Ravi's shoulder. "My child," he said, "remember that the journey of discernment never truly ends. As long as we live, we will encounter both sincere and insincere souls. But by cultivating compassion, integrity, and kindness within yourself, you will naturally attract others who mirror these values." With these words, Ravi felt a profound peace settle in his heart, knowing that the wisdom he had gained would guide him for the rest of his life. In this journey with Dharmapala, Ravi discovered that the key to recognizing genuine people lies within. By practicing self-awareness, compassion, and observation, he had gained the ability to see through false masks and find those whose actions aligned with their words. Dharmapala's wisdom left him with a profound truth, that when we embody the kindness, integrity, and compassion we seek, we naturally draw others who reflect those same values. The story of Ravi and Dharmapala didn't end with Ravi's transformation. In fact, it became a tale that spread far beyond their village, touching the lives of countless others. Villagers who had once struggled with trust, betrayal, and heartbreak found newfound strength in Dharmapala's teachings thanks to Ravi's guidance. Gradually, this small village, once just another stop along a quiet river, became known throughout the region as a place where people valued sincerity and wisdom. Word of Dharmapala's teachings and Ravi's journey spread to neighboring villages and towns. Visitors began arriving, eager to hear the story firsthand and to seek advice on recognizing authentic connections. People came to learn from Ravi and the villagers who had taken Dharmapala's teachings to heart. Even those who had been skeptical about such inner work found themselves captivated by the profound changes that had taken place. Through these shared experiences, the community blossomed into one, built on mutual trust, compassion, and a deep respect for genuine connection. Moral of the story: the tale of Ravi and Dharmapala offers a timeless message about human relationships, trust, and the power of self-awareness. Wanda cultivates self-awareness and discernment. To recognize people's true intentions, begin by knowing yourself. Understand your own values, strengths, and vulnerabilities so that you can discern what aligns with you and what doesn't. Self-awareness is like a mirror that helps you see through illusions and observe others without bias or assumption. 2. Observe intentions over appearances. Dharmapala's teachings remind us that while words and appearances can be misleading, actions often reveal a person's true intentions. Pay attention to how people act when they have nothing to gain, especially in difficult or uncomfortable situations. In moments of adversity, genuine people remain compassionate, while those with hidden motives may reveal their true selves. 3. Genuine people embody compassion, selflessness, and consistency. True character is seen in consistent kindness, selflessness, and empathy. Genuine people act with integrity, not just for show or gain, and they treat others with compassion even when they receive nothing in return. Their loyalty is steady, and they honor their word. 4. Nurturing kindness and integrity attracts authentic connections. Dharmapala's wisdom teaches that we attract what we embody. By cultivating kindness, integrity, and compassion within ourselves, we naturally draw others who reflect these values. This creates a network of relationships built on trust and mutual respect, fostering true connections that are fulfilling and lasting. Through the wisdom of Dharmapala and Ravi's transformation, the village became a symbol of resilience, discernment, and true connection. The story's influence spread, inspiring others to look inward and to seek relationships rooted in genuine care. Many who heard the tale of Ravi and Dharmapala took these teachings home, sharing them with friends and family. Soon, entire communities began to change, realizing that the strength of their bonds lay not in quantity, but in quality. In time, Dharmapala's teachings would live on, passed from generation to generation, reminding people everywhere that true friendship and authentic connection are treasures worth nurturing. The story of Ravi and Dharmapala became more than just a tale of wisdom. It became a legacy of compassion, integrity, and the power of discernment. A legacy that continues to inspire those who seek authentic, meaningful relationships. If this story brought insight or comfort to your day, please like and share it so that more people can discover these valuable lessons. By sharing, you're helping to spread wisdom and positivity, and together we can create a community that embraces kindness, self-awareness, and genuine connections. Don't forget to subscribe for more stories and teachings that inspire growth and resilience.